From wars in the Middle East to nuclear weapons, perhaps in North Korea, and China owning a lot of our debt, America faces countless threats around the world. But what if we could fix all those problems without leaving our shores? Richard Haass is the president of the Council of Foreign Relations, and he says our national security all depends on how we handle things back home, including the bills, and he joins us live. Good morning to you.
Morning.
If we want to be strong around the world, we got to be strong at home first, don't we?
Absolutely. For the United States to lead in the world, we need to have capacity. We need to have our resources, whether they're economic, military, you name it. And sure, there's all sorts of threats out there, but actually the biggest threat facing us is not anything out there. It's ourselves. It's the fact that our economy is growing less than half its historical rate, and we're simply not restoring the basis of American power.
What are we doing wrong?
How much time do we have?
Okay, you got 3 minutes.
Clearly, we've got to get our fiscal trajectory on a course where our debt gets in line. We've got to expand trade.
Well, I get that. You get that. The administration doesn't get that.
Not just the administration. This is actually, people say there's not enough bipartisanship. Here, there's actually too much bipartisanship. Both parties are to blame. We need to move ahead with these trade agreements, repair our infrastructure, better K-12 schools, get immigration reform through, get some really talented people, not just educated here, let them stay here. They're the ones who are going to innovate.
What about things that pop up? Like, for instance, right now we've got this terrible situation over in Syria, and a lot of people around the world are going, if anybody's going to do something, it'd be the United States.
Yeah, and look, you just have to keep in mind, though, that things like Syria are one square on a global chessboard. We got to ask ourselves, what can we really accomplish there, given local realities? And I would say not that much. Second of all, how is it we look at Syria against the backdrop of everything else? We got to worry about Iran. We got to worry about China. And again, we've got to put it all against the context of the resources we need to devote here. By the way, for the long run, if we devote them here, we'll be much better able to deal with the challenges out there.
Were we right to get involved in Libya?
For me, no. I don't think it warranted it. And what we're beginning
What
to see,
about Iraq?
Again, that was a war of choice that I think was ill-advised.
What about Afghanistan?
I think we were right at the beginning. U.S. National security was threatened. Al-Qaeda was given sanctuary there. Where I think we went wrong in Afghanistan under this administration was tripling force levels, getting ambitious. We have to understand a little bit of humility. The United States cannot remake other societies in our image.
I think what you're saying is we've got to be smart about what we do with our resources.
Exactly right. We've got to stop overreaching abroad, and we've got to stop underperforming at home. We've got to be smart. We can't do everything. Life's about choices, about priorities. That's what strategy is all about.
He has written a great new book. It's called Foreign Policy Begins at Home. We face threats from all sorts of countries. It's time to take a look at how we're keeping things back here at the store. Richard Haass, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, very nicely done.